Rusty's Crypto Cave here, and it is everybody's favorite time of the year, and that is the new year and taxes, and more importantly, crypto taxes. I kind of dread it because it's just a tedious process for me, just because of all the hundreds and thousands of transactions I need to go to. Koinly does make it a bit easier, but you still need to go through and verify as far as your transactions, whether they're transfers or sales or purchases and things like that. Because I believe Koinly will pretty much automatically, if you transfer from one wallet to another, it treats it as income. So you have to go in through and make sure that if you transfer it from, like, say, your, like, example this year, I transferred a bunch of stuff from my Clore wallet over to my Tangent wallet. So that is not going to be income, it's just going to be transfers, so it's not a taxable event. If you transfer coins from one wallet to another, there are going to be some, I think there has been some guideline changes and stuff like that recently this year as well, so I have to take that into account. So I'm going to kind of rely on Koinly and Turbo Tax to help me guide me through that process as far as what's taxable, not taxable, all that fun stuff. And I also use the spreadsheet that I made, and I maintain throughout the year and have been for the last couple of years, basically logging all my transactions and power usage and all that type of stuff, which you see here, we're on my power usage tab. So for the year I spent $16,000 on crypto mining electricity. Yikes. And then over here, as far as income, we are roughly, current value is about 26.9, but this is the number that's taxable because that's the time that I hit my wallet. So that's the taxable event, is when I mined it and it hit my wallet. And then spent about $610 on node rentals, basically, or not rentals, but basically VM rentals, essentially, as far as for the pre-search nodes, the Flux nodes, and the Oxen nodes, and all that stuff. And then I also have a bill in there from Terra for 10 days in December for the hosting of my L9. And then obviously that's going to carry over for this year as well. So we will have a bunch of that. And then all these little individual spreadsheets down here for the KS0s, KS2s, the AutoPi, the GeoNet, all that type of stuff. Not really going to use them a whole lot. I might be able to actually, for the GeoNet and the AutoPi, I could kind of use them for some of the stuff. But the, hang on a second, the old phones are ringing, and it's not going to get answered. So I'll leave that go. Sorry about that. But the AL0, a lot of these I won't mainly use. For example, I'm just going to go month by month, and I am going to sort the columns by the coin, and then I will essentially create another sheet for each coin throughout the year, and just copy and paste all the transactions so I have each coin there. Because Koinly does support many of them, but not all. Especially some of the newer, smaller spec coins, like Telest AI is not going to be on Koinly. So that type of stuff won't be there. But I believe last year they recently added Ergo. The year before, I don't think they had Ergo. Things like Alephium, I think, is now supported. Caspa is now supported. And a lot of the bigger ones are all now supported and stuff. So we could use those to just basically import them by wallet addresses. I already have a lot of this stuff. GPU fans are ramping up in the case. I already have a lot of the stuff there already, so I don't know if I want to start over by deleting all those transactions and importing them just from the wallet address. So I'm probably just going to continue what I'm doing. But basically I would just go month by month and just have all the, let me zoom back out here. There's 100%. And just have all the different transactions here as far as for Flux, DIMO, pre-search, all that stuff, Lithium, Octaspace, every single month by month. And I'll probably do this on my laptop with Excel, because I had a similar spreadsheet set up in Excel, and I'll just do it there because that's where all my tax files are saved and stuff like that. So I'll do it there instead of on my desktop editing rig and stuff like that. So it does take time. So I'm going to start it probably here shortly. Probably this weekend is when I'll start doing some stuff and get everything kind of organized and get ready to import. And I go through all the different exchanges that I use throughout the year. Primarily, like last year, I think I used KuCoin for some stuff, and then they switched to US users can't use them. I may have used Binance US a few times this year. don't recall exactly, so I'll have to log in there and see if I have any tax forms in there as far as buys, sells, that type of thing. And then Trade Ogre, like I said, was a ton. There's going to be a ton of transactions in there because I was selling and swapping a lot of stuff. So there's going to be a lot of shit to go through in that one. So but last year Trade Ogre imported, they create CSV files and they work perfectly. No issues with them. So that worked out very well. And then Coinbase is the other big one I use. They have the API, so you can actually just set up the API call right in from Koinly, and it automatically imports everything for you. So that makes that part nice and easy, which would be good just because I did a lot of staking with Solana, Cardano, Polkadot, more recently Ethereum. And I have a tiny bit of Ethereum on there. Don't have a ton. We'll barely have any. Maybe $100, $150 Ethereum. So that's not much at all as far as that goes. I thought about sending over 1 or 2 Ethereum just to earn more ETH, basically. But I'm probably going to get my Solana off of there and get maybe that staked on Tangem, so it's like separate, so it's not all on Coinbase, just so I don't have that much money tied up in Coinbase, because I don't want to centralize it and have it all at risk if something goes south. But that's a whole nother topic anyway. So, but as far as getting ready for taxes, this sheet comes in handy a lot. Yes, it's a little tedious to maintain it throughout the year, but it's pretty much got myself into a habit of every day logging everything. The template's actually from Koinly. That's why it even says Koinly date there. It is a date format. And that's the only thing I would pretty much, there are a few that I would delete. It's probably maybe even these 2 columns, because I think it automatically calculates everything otherwise. But I had the template saved on my computer as well, just to figure out what columns I need, which columns I don't need, and I will get rid of them. And then you can just import them right into Koinly. So I'm logged into Koinly over here, but I think I'm on the home page, which will display my account value, so that's on a need-to-know basis. So I won't jump over to that. But the other thing, if you are running your mining as a business, you can write off expenses as far as fans that you purchase, thermal paste, any different parts or accessories or something like that was needed, any equipment that you purchased. So like the AL0, the RX0, those were purchased this year. Some of the helium miners were purchased this year. No, actually maybe all of them were purchased this year for helium anyway. The L9, that will probably be depreciated over a longer period of time since that was extremely expensive. The KS2 I purchased last year. And then I also sold it. Actually, I sold it this year, I believe. So that will be next year's taxes. We'll have to report that as taken out of service and sold. So, but the KS2s, those were purchased in 23, I believe. So those are just still running. I think what else we got going on. The GeoNet, that was all purchased this past year. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff as far as equipment that I purchased that hopefully I can reduce my tax liability, because I also did sell some Bitcoin to purchase the L9, so that is income. And my average cost of Bitcoin on that was probably around 16 to 20,000, I think, somewhere around there, because right now my average cost is around 25 grand for Bitcoin that I hold, because it's like first in, first out. So going to have substantial capital gains that I'll have to pay on that. So, but then locks in a profit. Didn't have to spend any actual cash out of a bank accounts or anything like that. So that's kind of why I did that. So this will, and we got, let's see, yeah, I don't think there's anything else I want to cover on here. But I probably should create another tab just to kind of track expenses and stuff throughout the year as far as what I spend on stuff and things like that. Pretty much anytime I do buy something, I print out receipts, have a folder, throw them in there, so I have them. I have I'll still go through my Amazon account and just verify that I have everything that I purchased for mining printed out, because most of the stuff was purchased through there, but some of the stuff was through different sites, like the fan controllers that I bought for the older Octominer cases with the CMP cards. Those were purchased through somewhere else. I'll have to find those receipts. Hopefully I printed them out when I did that, because I'm not 100% in that either. So I'm sure over the years I have missed some expenses. It is what it is. All the major ones I do have, and the majority of it I do have. So if you get to the nitty gritty, I'm sure I've probably missed a few. So, but what are you gonna do? You need to get better at keeping records is what you need to do. That's what it really comes down to. So anyway, but yeah, figured to talk about what I do to prepare to do my taxes. It's nobody likes taxes, so nobody likes to do them, prepare them, pay them, all the above. So, but the only two guarantees in life: death and taxes. So you got to do it. So, and hopefully the new administration coming in is a little more crypto friendly and tax friendly. Oh, gotta be awesome if they remove capital gains and income taxes and stuff from crypto. That'd be fantastic, but I'm not expecting it whatsoever. But it would be great. So if you guys have any tips or tricks as far as doing your taxes, let me know down in the comments below. Also, if you're not signed up for Koinly, I'll leave my link in the description below. I do get a small piece, help support the channel. But until the next one, we'll catch you later. Have a good one.